and welcome to V Throttle. Today we are here at Lutyens Motor Art in Delhi, Lajpat Nagar to test ride two most anticipated motorcycles of the year, and you know it all. They are the BMW G310 and the GS310. So let's see how the bikes are. So I'm in their customer lounge area. Now this is pretty cool, and here is the logo. This is the back side of the showroom, and this is the 310R. Now this looks beautiful, and here is the sibling that we are most interested in. It's the GS. Now both the bikes have quite a lot of differences. It doesn't mean that they are same if they have the same heart, because both the engines are a 313cc single cylinder or 4-stroke motor, and it is the same unit which we have seen already on the TVS Apache 310RR. There's not much of a difference, but yes, there is a difference of the logo, and also as TVS has done some sprocketing on their RR, there's a difference in the top speed as well. So looking at the tires first, this has got 110/70/17. Now both the motorcycles have different tire as well. This is 110/70, on that it's 110/80. The brakes are the same. We have same Bivri or by Brembo, and again the swing arm is short. The suspension can be adjusted from here, it's easy. Now the rear tire is 150/60/17. That's a good tire size for a 300cc, and they are using Michelin Road Street. Although the brakes are the same, there's no difference. The engine is the same, there's no difference. The handlebar and the switch gear is almost the same, but there's a big difference, and that is, well, we'll tell you in the second video, because first we'll see how the 310R feels to ride. So guys, the wait is over, and here's the machine. This looks beautiful in white as well, and I know all of you were waiting for this thing to be written. Now there's an option to get the number plate here and remove this thing. So here is the dash. A lot of information on it. There's the fuel gauge, the odometer, ABS light, engine light, and the battery light, the indicators, neutral, fuel required, and there's the RPM meter, guys. There's also a gear position indicator and the clock. The clock is not showing the right time because it might need some adjustment, but there's this trip 1, trip 2, and I don't know what that is. The range is 240 kilometers after the fuel up. There's liter per 100 kilometers, so 5.7 liters. The speed, average speed is 21 kilometers per hour. There's the date and the setup. Let's just crank the motorcycle. I cannot wait anymore. So I've already ridden the same engine before, so I think the characteristics would be almost the similar sort, or the characteristics would almost be the same, but I think there might be a difference in the acceleration because the sprocketing on this bike is different than the TVS. So let's go. The foot peg position is also nice. Wow, the steering feels so damn light. Sorry lady. This is way different than the Apache. Way different in riding. The handlebars are really wide for a street bike, but then you have a lot of room to turn it here and there, and the steering is really light. Oh. This has got a different character, trust me guys. This is not exactly the same sort of motorcycle that we have ridden before, which was the Apache, and do not try to compare it. Oh, really exciting. The acceleration is really exciting. The maneuvering is really easy because this bike has wider handlebars, so just a little bit of push on the other end and it steers really well. Brake bite is also good. The engine feels more alive. See how quick that is. The gear shifting, the clutch, everything is so precise. You can say that yes, it is a BMW. You won't regret buying one. Now this is a sort of testing that can be considered as riding into the city conditions, and especially Delhi, where the traffic is not just the traffic, it's a mess. I don't feel like, you know, keeping my foot down because this bike is very well balanced. Now the best part is that I'm sitting really low, my riding posture is also good, and at the same time I'm not pushing too much forward. So again, that's a good thing because there's no weight on the palm. Even this can be used as a touring motorcycle. Whoa, calm down, boy. Wow, what maneuvering. Now we'll see 0 to 60. I would like to pick this bike up at 5000 RPM, maybe 6000. Now this bike has ABS as standard. So after riding this bike for just a small spin, it was a small spin, but I got the chance to, you know, push it a little further. And as I've already discussed about this engine in my Apache video, I don't think there's much to discuss about the engine. But yes, the characteristic, I mean, this motorcycle is directly in comparison with the KTM Duke 390. This is a smaller engine, but yes, this is fun. It allows the RPM to go I mean, this allows you to go further on the RPM, but KTM, that gives you certain surge of power and poof, that's it, it comes to the red line just like that. But this looks like fun, and the handling is really good. I don't know what else to say. Now what we'll do is we'll switch on to this, wait for the next video, and you'll be looking at the GS310, and I'll show you how this bike rides. So stay tuned and wait for the GS to come in the next video. I'll show you the specs, or I'll tell you what is the major difference between both of these bikes, and you can judge it by yourself then later on. So, to be continued.